Good morning, everyone. It's Rose Coleman coming to you live from my craft room here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. It is Friday, just past 8 o'clock. I forgot my sample card. I left it upstairs on the kitchen table. Then I forgot my coffee. I got everything. I think I do anyway. So I'm super excited, you guys. We are playing with Hot Air Balloon Bundle, but more specifically, we're playing with the Lighter Than Air Suite. This suite collection is out of this world. Kind of like hot air balloons, right? Out of the world, up in the sky, out of this world. Beautiful, beautiful. Hello, Mary from Chile, Montana. Hi, Krista. Good morning. A little earlier this morning for me here, 8 o'clock over here in Alberta. If you're joining me, I love to know where you're joining me from. Hi, Cindy from Indiana. How are you? It's Friday. We made it, you guys. Hi, Rebecca. Hello, hello. Sunny day in Nova Scotia. Oh, that's so nice to hear. We still have overcast skies here. So hopefully, I didn't look at the forecast, but hopefully the sun peeks out today. And we have Maggie's with us from Pincher Creek. Hello, Maggie. We have Irmgard here from Germany. Hi, Debbie from Illinois. Hi, Donna. Good morning to you. So we're playing again with Hot Air Balloon. This one, thank you guys to everybody who has ordered so far. I'm super excited to get these kits in the mail to you. It's like, you're going to have a blast making these. I just know. And I'm going to show you the card here. Like, I'm just like, it spins. When I was thinking about what am I going to do for Fun Fold Friday using Hot Air Balloon, I was like, okay, the hot air balloon has to be in the sky, right? You have to make it float somehow. So there was lots of things that were going through my mind for the possibilities for my card today. Anyway, I hope you like the one that I've chosen. It was a lot of fun to make. I had a blast making it. I'm going to definitely be making some more because I think this one will surprise and delight when the person gets it in the mail or you hand it to them. All right. What are your plans for the weekend? Do you have any big plans? I have lots of creating to do. It's going to be a creative weekend. On Sunday is my team meeting though, and it's also Super Bowl on Sunday, right? So we have team meeting from 2 till 4 p.m. on Zoom for all of my cross Canada demonstrators. They can join on Zoom. And so that's on Sunday. I can't wait to see them. We do all kinds of stuff. We talk about promotions. We celebrate people that have done different things with their business. We have presentations. Of course, there's door prizes. I always do 4 door prizes at the end of my meeting. We welcome new people. It's just like amazing stuff that we do. So I can't wait to see everybody. We've added some new team members this month and last month. So I'm excited to, hopefully they can join us. Yeah, so that's me on Sunday, Super Bowl. Yes. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to read. Kathy says, Super Bowl, go 49ers and hold my grandbaby. Well, you know what? That sounds like a wonderful day, right? Holding your grandbaby and watching the Super Bowl sounds like you're going to have a fantastic day. You're scrapbooking with your girlfriend on Saturday, Donna. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome. What a great day. If you live in the Calgary area, did you know I have a scrapbook retreat coming up? I have a scrapbooking retreat here in Calgary the weekend of 8th, 9th, 10th of March. So it's coming up real quick here, and I have limited spots left if you want to join me and the other ladies, the other awesome ladies. You can do scrapbooking or card making, whatever paper crafting you want to work on. I don't take down my wall, but I take all the stamp sets off my wall. I bring my punches, my dies, and everybody's able to use my stuff, at the retreat. Most people bring their own stuff, of course, but if there's the odd punch or something that people need, I like to provide that service. So, and we do make and takes, like I teach make and takes. There's a PDF that goes with it. They get a goodie bag with Stampin' Up! Supplies in it. There's all kinds of stuff that happens at retreat, and we have a blast. It's so fun, you guys. I have 3 this year. We have 1 in March, 1 in June, and then another one in October. I've booked all my dates for the year. So if you are interested in doing that, let me know, because spots are very, very limited now. We're filling up. All right, let's get started. We're going to flip the camera and point you down here at my messy desk. Okay, here we go. All right, there's my snowy backyard. And here is my desk. Okay, let's raise up a little bit here. See if I can... Where do I do my retreat? Maggie says I do it here in Calgary at the Best Western over by the airport. They give us a great room rate if you want to come and stay the night. Some of my local people go home every night and come back the next morning. It's totally optional what you do. But it's here in Calgary. So let's see. Okay. We're playing with the Lighter Than Air suite. Let me just grab that here. Hello, Joy. Thank you for joining. Lighter Than Air is the entire suite. I think you need all of it because I've been showing you all week long how the bundle, the paper, the twine, and the gems all go so nicely together. So today we're going, oh, thank you. I'm so happy you like all my cards this week. I've had a blast doing them. Okay, and don't forget, it's still celebration, you guys, so you can still get something for free with every $60, every $120 increment, you get something for free. Okay, so we've got, oh, Maggie says we'll look for more info. I think, Maggie, you're on my email list, so I'm going to be sending out another reminder email this weekend about it, so you can get all the information from there. And I'd love it if you could come up and join us. That would be so fun. And maybe bring a friend with you, right? It's always better to bring a friend along. All right, let's move this glass mat over a little tiny bit. All right, so we're going to make, want to see the card? I got to show you the card. Okay, so here's the front of the card. There's the front of the card that we're making today. Look at that hot air balloon. We're using all three colors of the twine there for the bow. And watch this when I open it. It is going to have a hot air balloon that spins, you guys. Look at the spinner hot air balloon. Isn't that fun? Donna says, I hope I'm on your email list. I'll check that for you, Donna, when I'm done the video. Okay, so this is what we're making today. There's the aerial shot. Oh, look at that. He's still spinning. So we're going to make this one today. So let me get started and bring in my cardstock pieces. First thing we need is a thick, basic white card base. So let me grab that, and I'm going to cut along with you. Now, don't worry about writing anything down because it's all going to be on my blog today, and also in the PDF that you're going to get when you order with me and use this host code this week. $60. I'm going to send you all of the card packages for every card I've made this week, and you're going to have fun watching the videos, because in my card packages I send you, there's a PDF tutorial with the cutting and scoring, and there's a QR code that you can hold your phone over it, and you can actually pull up my video. So even if you go to a retreat somewhere and you're like, where's the video? I want to see how she did that. You can just scan it with your phone and the video will pop up, right? My videos are my tutorials. That is how I find I learn by video. So that's how I teach, is by video. So there we go. That's my reasoning. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is take thick white. We're going to cut it at the 5.5 inch mark. So cut it in half. So you'll get 2 out of a sheet. Okay. Okay, so thick basic white. And then we're going to score it in the middle. Easy peasy for the card base. So 4 1/4. All right. Good morning, Suzanne. Thank you for joining me. Now I have a piece of lemon lolly that is 8 inches by 5 inches. Let's grab this. And we're going to score it at 2, 4, and 6. So here we go. We're going to go 2, slide it over, and slide it over. Okay, so this is the inside part of my card. So what I need to do is I need to cut the circle in this center piece right here for the pop-out part, okay? So let's grab, we're going to do a couple of things on the machine today. We're going to also emboss the front layer. I have fresh Freesia here, and this is 4 by 5 1/4. So this is our standard size card front, right? We're going to do some embossing, and I'm bringing in the 3D Basics. So 3D Basics is a set of embossing folders. You get 3 of them. You get this one here with it's like a crosshatch pattern. You also get this one here. It kind of looks like little stars, little starfish. And then my favorite one, of course, is the polka dot, but we're not going to use that one today. We're going to use, this one is a nice neutral background. So we're going to use that. All right. So let's go ahead. And what we're going to do with the lemon lolly to get the circle, I'm bringing in the deckled circles. Oh my goodness. This is a set of 14 circle dies, you guys. If you don't have these, you need these in your life. These are amazing. Set of 14. And I've pulled out 2 of them. Okay, so I've got 2 here. And we're going to use the biggest one to cut out that center hole right here. Okay. So we're going to lay it over our cardstock like that in the center of the 2 middle panels, and we're going to cut out this circle. And I also have the next sized, I need 2 of those actually. Yes, I need another one of lemon lolly. So I'll grab another piece, and I've already got my piece of white for the front. Okay, so we got a little bit of cutting to do, but not too major. So let's go ahead and bring in my machine. We'll do the embossing first. All right, so thanks, Wendy. I'm happy you like these. All right, so we're gonna just bring in my big boss for this guy. And to do embossing, you just wanna remove all your platforms except for platform number 1. And then we're gonna grab our embossing folder. And I love that Stampin' Up! Puts this black line here beside the logo. That is your guide to line up your cardstock so that it's straight, okay? So you can do that. Always, always put the spine into your machine first. And then we need the black plate, the black scoring plate, which is not black. It's more like a dark gray. This comes with your machine. It's your plate number 4, and it's for doing 3D embossing. So all we need is to put that right on top, and then we'll roll this through. All right, here we go. Okay, so here's what we have. We have our cardstock inside. Let's take it out and see that beautiful texture. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Love it. Love, love, love it. Okay, so that's going to be the front of my card. And we're going to bring back our layers now because we're going to do some cutting. So we've got our platform number 2 that comes with your machine, and we've got our platform number 3 because you definitely don't want to cut into your platform number 2. Ask me how I know, it's been done before. Cut into these clear plates, and eventually yours will look like this too, but that's how it's supposed to work, right? So here we go. We're going to bring in this lemon lolly, and we're going to center this circle die right in the middle, right here, just like that. And then if you need to make sure it stays put, you can just put a Post-it note over top just to make sure, or a piece of washi, whatever it is you have to hold it down. And then, so I'm looking on 4 sides and making sure it's even. Maybe shimmy it over a little tiny bit, top and bottom and sides. And then we'll put the top plate on, and away we go. Rolling it through. Yeah, it's afternoon for Annika. Yes, it's so fun to see where you're joining me from and like what time of day it is. My Australian ladies it's like really early in the morning or middle of the night for them. Oh, it's still definitely middle of the night today because I'm earlier. Yeah, so it's fun to know where you're joining me from. Okay, so we've got that. We're just going to set that aside for a second. We've got our white piece. I need this die one more time to do another layer of lemon lolly. And let me grab that from my scrap bin. Okay. All right. So you'll get all of these. So anything that's not included in the die set that I'm featuring in the week, I will send you. So these are deckled dies. I will send them to you. I don't make assumptions that you own every single die set. That's not really fair, right? So I will send you these deckled circles, and I'll also send you the embossed background piece, right? So you're going to get all of that stuff, but anything that's included, so let me bring in the dies and I'll show you. Anything that's included, you're expected to have the bundle, okay? So for my classes, for my class to go, so you'll need your own bundle. I will give you the cardstock pieces, but you're going to need to have the stamps and the dies. All right, so we've got that. I just want to show you that. All right, so we've got this. What else do we need to do? I like to maximize what I'm cutting just to, save time. We need, I need another one of these balloons. Now, to make the spinner balloon, Yeah, I'm early today, Dorothy. Always on Friday, I'm early just because of my daughter's schedule, and I like to get her to school on time. And so we're just working that out. So yeah, Fridays I've changed. Every day is 9 o'clock except for Friday. Okay, so we need another balloon for I've got some of my die cutting done, but not all of it. That was one that I think I'm missing. I think that's the only one. All right, so here we go. One more time. Through the machine. Now this outside, like the edge of the, what am I trying to say? The outline of the hot air balloon, you can actually cut through 2 pieces of cardstock at once. So the dies are strong enough. You can layer 2 pieces, which is what helps me so much get through my card prep for my classes and stuff like that. But if it was detailed, like for example, this die right here, I would never try to run that through 2 pieces of cardstock. That would be a nightmare because it would not cut through. It's just way too detailed. But this one, you can cut out 2 at a time for sure. Okay. All right. Got that done. Let's see what else we need. Let's bring in okay, let's do some stamping. Let's do some stamping first. So remember I told you that I have this layer and this layer. They're going to go together for the front of my card. So let's do that stamping first. So we're going to bring in some Azure Afternoon and Bubble Bath. Love these 2 colors together. And we're also going to bring in Pecan Pie for the little basket. And let's see, you like the look of this card today? Thank you, thank you. I'm so excited you guys like this one. I love it. I love cards that are interactive and pop up and, you know, things that make a person smile when they receive it, right? So I'm just going to open my ink pads here. I got Azure Afternoon and Bubble Bath. And we're going to bring in this stamp here. I call it the chubby part of the balloon. And we're going to stamp that with Azure Afternoon. So get it inked up nice and juicy. And we're going to stamp it on the white here. I didn't put my silicone mat behind. We're just being risky here on a Friday morning. Someone asked me yesterday, why do I put the silicone mat behind the platform? I'm on the glass mat, and I still like the gray background so that I can see where I'm stamping. So that's just a rose thing. But the glass mat does have a little bit of a different color. It's still light. So, you know, do whatever works, right? Okay, so here we are with Bubble Bath. We're hovering over the hot air balloon stamp that I just did. And I wonder if I'm in the right spot. Let's see. Okay, press, press, press. Boom. Okay, pretty good. Not too shabby. A little bit off on the bottom, but that's okay because we're putting something over that. I'll show you in a second. Now I'm going to grab my pecan pie and we're going to stamp the basket. A couple of little baskets as options with the stamp set, but I really like the one that has a little scallop on it. So we'll just come in here and stamp that right at the bottom like that. Okay. So let's see. I think I reversed my colors, but that's okay. On my sample, let's bring in my sample card. On my sample card, I did the chubby, if you will, in balmy blue, in Bubble Bath, and I did the skinnier one in Azure Afternoon, but it really doesn't make a difference, right? It's still pink and blue. Okay, so there's our stamping on there. We're just gonna set that aside. I can actually glue it down. Let's glue it together and then it'll be ready to go. Okay, get my glue flowing here, and a little tiny bit of glue to glue these layers together is just fine. Okay, so the deckled circles are so fun. They have this kind of like naturally rough edge that is so, I think it's very pleasing to the eye. I just love these. And I love that there's 14 of them. I think that's the best part of all, right? Okay, so let's bring in the card base. We've got our card base here. We're gonna, thick basic white. We'll reinforce the score line. And then we're gonna add glue to our fresh freesia layer. And this one, you can use a little more glue if you want. It's very forgiving. The colored paper is thicker and we've embossed it, so it's got lots of bumps and ridges, and that one's done. Let's grab my other one, my new one, ready to go here. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna put that onto our card front. Flip her over and put this on here. Okay. Ooh, I love this purple. This is a great shade of purple, this fresh freesia. Okay, so that's going on there. Now, the designer series paper that I'm using is this pattern right here. And you're going to get all of this cut to size to make your card. So here we go. We're going to cut. So I'm just going to close my ink pad so I don't put my hand in them. And put them off to, oops. And I just did that with my pecan pie. I just put my fingers in it. Whew. Okay, so let's grab a baby wipe and clean up my fingers. And we're going to do some cutting. Okay, so we're going to do, on my card, there's a piece for the front, and then there's 2 pieces for the sides. And you're going to be able to get all of that out of one piece of 6 by 6, which is awesome, right? So the first layer is, let's see. I'm just reading my notes here to see what the front one is. Yep, they're all 1 7/8 inch wide. One and 2 are long. One's longer than the others. So don't worry, you'll be able to download the PDF and have all your cutting measurements in front of you as you're cutting. So this one here is 5 1/4. So that's going to go on my card front right here to the left. And then I need 2 more pieces. And these ones are going to be 4 7/8. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut the length like that. So you're only going to have these 2 pieces left over, which is great, right? You want to use up your DSP as best you can. So there's another 1 piece and our second piece. All right, so let's go ahead, and we got 1 more little tiny sliver left over. That's cool. Love it. Okay, so let's get rid of the trimmer. We'll flip over all of our pieces and get our glue flowing on them. Get those anchored down. So let's go ahead, just go right around the edges. This is kind of the way I usually do it. Here we go. And there. Okay, so my longer one goes on the front. So let's bring that in, slide these 2 over. I'm going to put this one right here like this. All right, there we go. And then we can go ahead, this one's sitting here, so we might as well get glue on it. This is going to go on the front. So we're going to glue that right here like this up here. So fun. Okay, so that's, I mean, that would be a nice card just in itself like that, and you put your greeting down the bottom, but we're doing something, it's this Fun Fold Friday, so we have to put our piece on the inside. So exciting. So these here panels are going to go on the inside, and you could change it up. You could use, like if you buy the paper, you could use different color combinations. You could put different DSP on the inside, because that's the beauty of the Stampin' Up! Products, is that they always coordinate, right? But to keep it easy with 1 sheet of 6 by 6, I just wanted to use it on all of my card. So now I'm going to fold these score lines and reinforce them. So let me grab my bone folder. So this one goes like this, and then the center line is where the hot air balloon is going to pop out. So we're just going to fold it all up like a neat little package like this. Okay, so this is the pop-out mechanism, okay? So we've got that done, and I'm not going to glue it down yet because we need to anchor our hot air balloon in the center. So let's go ahead and bring in the pieces for the hot air balloon. And I think I might have like hand lotion or something on my glass mat, so I'm just going to grab a baby wipe and wipe that up. And first, I'm going to use the baby wipe first because I don't want to get hand lotion on my chamois. But I'll bring in my chamois cloth now, and we will finish off the wiping up process. And this chamois cloth, you know, it is so strong. It takes off the adhesive and you name it. All right, so I do have a silicone mat here. I've got some cut pieces. So let's bring that in. What I've done is that one, remember I ran through the Fresh Freesia. Oh, actually, was it Fresh Freesia or Bubble Bath? What did I do here? Oh, I did a bubble bath. We're going to go with it. So you need 4 colors. Okay, so we got 4 balloons. And this is my label for the front. I've got a couple of clouds. There's two cloud dies in this set as well. And I also have 2 of the basket. Okay, so let's bring the dies back. I'll show you. This die set is just amazing. So there's the 2 clouds that I cut out. We have our basket. Let's move this out of the way. This is the basket here that I cut. This one right here, I cut 2 of them. And again, because it's just an outline die, you can do 2 at a time. Your machine is strong enough for that. So I've done that. And so I just want to show you where I'm getting all of these pieces from. So let's go ahead and stamp our greeting first and put that on the front. So I'm going to stamp Wish Big on that greeting. And I'm going to pull in my Azure Afternoon. So tap, tap, tap. And we'll stamp that right in the center here just to get that done. Might as well. Okay, so there's my greeting. Grab my glue. We're going to put a little bit of glue on the back. And I'm not popping it up on purpose because this card has a lot of layers to it and there's a lot of folding and everything. So like when the inside is very involved, if you will, there's the word. It's very involved. So I don't want to have too much popped up on the front to make it too thick, right? Okay, so what we're going to do now, leave these pieces aside. We're going to bring in the paper trimmer again and we're going to score these down the center. So here's what I'm going to do. Now, you could take a scrap piece of cardstock and score down the center. Like for example, this one right here. This is the center, this is that center circle that I cut out. If you want to score a long piece of cardstock, you can then take your die, put it over the center score line and cut out your balloon and it will already have a center score line in it. But if you don't get to do that, or you're like, okay, you can do this easy enough this way. So you take your die cut and you put it into your trimmer and we're just lining it up in the cutting track. Now don't cut it, you want to score it, right? So we're just going to score like that. So then this is going to fold in half. You could possibly do this freehand with your bone folder, but I'd rather use my scoring tool on my trimmer. So I'm just putting the balloon in the center. We're just going to score each one. There's 4 of them in different colors. So easy. And you could also make this balloon out of designer series paper too. That would look really, really pretty, but I thought I would just pull in the colors of the matching designers, the coordinating colors for the designer series paper. Okay, so there's our 4 balloons with score lines. All right, now comes the fun part. We're going to just reinforce those, fold them in half, and just like burnish on the score line. And we're going to just put these together like a nice, neat little hot air balloon. And that one's got little something. There we go. Got it off. A piece of glue or something on there. Okay, so leave these. I'm just leaving the clouds and the basket there for now. It doesn't matter which color you start with. You can start with any of them. I'm just going to grab my Azure Afternoon and add some glue. And then I'll just put the Fresh Freesia one on top like that. And you can go ahead and you can open that up if you want to and lay it flat. Make sure you got it lined up. You do get a little bit of wiggle room with the liquid glue. And I think it's like literally seconds, you guys. So don't delay too much, right? So you can put your 3rd one on. And the 4th one is just going to close it up. So there's my 4th one. My 3rd one, I should say. Okay, so this one is going on here like this. This is my bubble bath one. And Fresh Freesia would also work. So you can do different combinations. And let that set for a second. Make sure it's glued good. And then we're going to put the basket in here like this. So you want to make sure the basket is anchored inside. So what we're going to do is open this up on your work surface. Mine are staggered a little bit, but that's okay. We're still going to make it work. So I'm going to put one basket back here, and I like to cut 2 because they look like if you just did one, you're going to see the back side, and I want it to be symmetrical, right? So I'm going to bring in my tear and tape, and we're going to put a little bit of tear and tape down the center of our hot air balloon, like so. Peel off your backing, burnish it with your thumb, and you can peel it off, and you could use your take your pick tool for this if you like. And we got a little bit sticking out the bottom, so make sure you tuck that up if you got a little extra. And then what I did on my card is I pulled in glue dots, and here they are. You can add some glue dots for the basket. So I'm going to take one glue dot and put it right on that side. Glue dots are super strong, you guys. If you're adding anything like buttons, if you have, whoops, that one went flying. If you have anything thick like ribbon or buttons or really, you know, heavy embellishments, glue dots are definitely your adhesive of choice to anchor those down. Okay, so I've got that secured. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab another glue dot, maybe two, just to be sure. I'm going to put one on the basket, like that. And then I'm going to put, let's put the basket in place, the other basket. So we've got two baskets nestled together. And then we're going to add glue, liquid glue. Nope, first we have to put the string. Oh, shoot. Before you put your second basket on, that's what I was forgetting to do. Let's see if I can pull it apart. Don't forget to do this. You got to put your string. You got to put the string, the spinner part. All right, so one basket goes down. Then bring in your twine. So in your 3-color pack of twine, you've got obviously 3 colors to choose from, right? So I used a little bit of the Flirty Flamingo. You could choose whatever you want. And we're going to just anchor that to the center. And you want to make sure this twine is anchored down really, really good. So you can add more glue dots, you can add more tear and tape. It really doesn't matter which one you choose as long as you've got adhesive to make sure that that twine is going to stay in the center. Okay, so let's peel that off. And I'm going to take my twine, I'm going to lay it down in the center of my hot air balloon. And you want to go longer, of course, because we want this to have, you know, on the top and bottom so it can, so it can spin. Okay, so there we have our twine. We're just going to trim it, and we'll trim it again. And then this last one is going to go on top now. So then you can bring in your liquid glue, or you could use tear and tape on the sides. It really doesn't matter. And we're going to anchor this all together. First, you put your second basket. I'm going to use this one. Put it over top, so we're covering up that baker's twine, okay? And then this one, it goes over top of all of it. And this will close off your hot air balloon, okay? So there we have the hot air balloon with all of our pieces. Let's just lay that down. We'll give it a chance to set up. Oh, and I got some glue on my hot air balloon, but that's okay. I have a glue eraser in my drawer. Let me grab that. Stampin' Up! Used to sell these and they don't anymore. I think you can still get them on Amazon. It's just a glue eraser. So if you get glue on your project where you don't want it, you can easily clean it off. Okay, so we've got our hot air balloon, our 3-dimensional hot air balloon here. Now we're going to bring in our piece where it's going to sit. So on the front, this is the inside of the card. So I'm also going to do a stamp on here while I've got it flat. And we're going to put our clouds in place too, so they'll be in place when the card goes together. So we're going to stamp the front says wish big, so the inside is going to say up, up, and away, hooray, it's your birthday. So I'm going to bring in my memento ink, and we're going to stamp that. Tap, tap, tap. I'm going to put it up here. You could use any of these corners. It'll fit. I'm going to use this one in the top right-hand corner, like that. And then we're going to bring in these clouds. So I want to put one on each side. So let's grab some liquid glue, and we'll put this one over here, like that. We might as well use these awesome, awesome dies because they're included in your bundle, so you want to make good use of them. So let's go ahead and put this one here. I got it overlapping the opening here a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to flip this over, and this is an important part. You want to make sure you secure your hot air balloon right here in the center. It's going to be secured up top and bottom. There's a couple of different ways you could do this. You could use a combination of glue dots and your tear and tape. You can also use Scotch tape. Scotch tape is a good option. I'm going to try that today. Or you could do the double sandwich if you wanted to. But there's something about Scotch tape that I think is going to help me with this one. It's going to work. So we're going to just try it with Scotch tape. And make sure you secure it down real good, because you don't want it to move. And then do the same at the bottom. Now, make sure that it's in the center. Now, that's not really centered. Okay, Rose. And you can't, and I got it secured so good that it won't pull up. That's okay. We're just going to go with it. It'll be fine. I don't want to have it too close to the bottom. I was thinking it was going to like touch the bottom, but I don't think it will. Okay, so you want to make it taut. So pull it taut so that it spins, right? So let's see. Yeah, see, that's really close to the bottom. So I need to bring that up a little bit. So this is really a part of the card where you want to pay attention to what you're doing, because once it's put together, it's going to be virtually impossible to change this, right? So we're going to move this up a little bit. Let's get rid of that piece of tape. This is real life crafting, but you know what? You're going to get this, because when you go to do yours, you can just really take your time at this part. Okay, that's my advice. Take your time and get it right the first time so you don't have to take your card apart. Okay, so we've got a little bit at the top, and there. We've got the same amount at the bottom. And then I'm going to grab a little bit more, and we're going to just make sure it's taut so that it will spin. If it's too loose, it's not going to spin. So you want it to be able to spin. That's the fun part of the card, right? All right, anchor it down, anchor it up, and there we have it. Okay, yeah, that's the look I want. That's what I wanted it to do. Then you can just bring in your scissors and snip the baker's twine, the excess that you have at the top and the bottom. And now, my friends, the easy part is just attaching it to your card. So let's bring in our card. We've got the thick basic white here, and we're going to put it in the center like this, okay? So we're just going to close it, or you can keep it open if you want. We're just going to put glue on these side panels. So we're going to just put a little, well, you can use a lot of glue, because this is the part you want to make sure that it's stuck down good, right? So here we go. We're going to bring this in, and we're going to just do one side at a time. Over here, I'm just looking top and bottom and side, making sure I got equal amounts. And then we're going to just come over here and lower down and get the same amount on all the sides again, like that. Give it a second to set up. So fun, so fun. Okay, so there we go. We've got our spinner in the middle. I love it. It is such a fun interactive card. Now, when you close it, you're going to have this little bit sticking out a little bit. All you got to do, take your finger, pop it in place, put it in the envelope, okay? Don't worry about how it sticks out, because it's going to be like that when you do it, because you're already outside the boundary of your card a little bit. But honestly, it's not much. You just take your finger like that, tuck it into the envelope, and you're good to go. Okay. Last thing we have to do is to bling this up. So what I'm bringing in is the baker's twine. There's 3 colors. So we're going to use all 3 colors. And I think you need about 8 inches of each one to be able to do this bow properly. So I'm using my, what am I using? My glass mat here to measure. So there's my 8-inch line. I'm looking at the bottom down here. So I'm just going to line up all 3 of these, the baker's twine, and I'm going to snip over here. How easy is that, right? And then you take all 3 together, and it's just like you're making one bow, but you've got 3 strands together. And I like to take them and make 2 bunny ears like that, cross them over and tie them in a knot. Now, I always tie my bows for my people who order from me. So these will be done for you. Maybe. No, they'll be done for you in your package, okay? So you'll just have to use a glue dot and stick them on. Okay, so there we go. We're gonna just tighten that, and then hold on to the center knot and pull your loops. Pull the center, hold the center, and pull until you get a nice fun. I love bows like this. The more twine you have in your packet, in your setup here, the stronger the bow will be. Okay, so we're going to use this on our card. I'm going to put it right on the basket. So remember how like I kind of goofed here a little bit? We're not going to see that because now I'm going to take a glue dot and we're going to put that in place on here. And I'm going to put my bow right on top of that bottom portion. I don't want to cover up that nice little pecan pie basket, right? Because it's so fun and so detailed. And then you can just bring in your scissors and snip that shorter. All right, last but not least, we have to use our candy, our bling, which are actually called rainbow adhesive back dots. And I'm going to use small ones on this card. So I'm just going to grab a Flirty Flamingo one, put it on the greeting right there. And I'm going to grab a Azure Afternoon, put it right there. And last but not least, I'm going to grab a Fresh Freesia one and put it over here. You can add more bling if you want. Of course, when you purchase your own suite, you're going to get a full pack. And in this package, you're going to get 160 of these awesome adhesive back dots. So fun. All right, so there we have it, my friends. You can make tons and tons of hot air balloons and have them spin. There's nothing more fun to get in the mail than an interactive card that does something of real surprise, right? Yeah, Christy, this is a card kit. If you live in Canada, let me go back and I'll recap. So this is my Friday card. I do a video every morning, Monday to Friday. So this is my Friday card. I'll bring in all the other ones and share with you now. So we did, let me bring in my little basket here. On Monday, we played with the Global Design Project Challenge and we did this one. Thanks for all the love, you guys. I appreciate that. We did this one. And so that was Monday. Tuesday, we did, let me grab my card here. All right, so here it is. Okay, so we did this one on Tuesday. We played with the rainbow background. I showed you how to do stamping on half of your stamps, right? So this is Tuesday. Wednesday, we did a lemon lolly card. This one right here with the balloons and not the balloons, the clouds at the bottom. Now I'm going to be sending you the clouds at the bottom because that's not included in the hot air balloon. But you're going to be able to get the scrap cardstock to do your own decorative part on the balloon. So that was Wednesday. And Thursday was yesterday. Let me grab my card from yesterday. I know I saw all your comments. You loved this one. So there's my Thursday card. See, can you guys see them all? Let's put them up a little higher. So there we go. We have all 5 cards here on the screen and I had a blast making these, you guys. So much fun. You can use these for baby cards, for birthday cards, for scrapbooking. Oh, thank you, Krista. Thank you so much for all your love and your comments. That is so kind of you to say that. I love doing this. You love the balloon spinner card? Yeah, that one's my favorite too. I love this one. I think my second favorite would be the pink, the bubble bath. So fun. Thursday's your absolute favorite, Janet? Yeah, a lot of people say that too. Yeah, yesterday a lot of people were commenting. All right, let me just flip you back around. Woo! Thanks for joining me today for Fun Fold Friday. Had a blast making the spinner card, and it's definitely a classic. You can put lots of things in. You can use this design for many, many cards. You can have a lot of things spinning, fun things spinning, right? Kids love it. Adults love this kind of interactive card. It's very, very versatile. So thank you again. I wish you all a fantastic weekend. If you live in Canada, if you live in California, I would suggest you go to the Stampin' Up! Website. Go talk to my friend Christine Bertram, or you can go to the Stampin' Up! Website. Christine doesn't do this class. We don't do our weekly classes together. We just do the one technique and the suite class. But if you are in California, I would recommend go to the Stampin' Up! Website and put in your zip code. You guys call it zip code down there, and find someone close to you. And it's always fun to join with someone close to you, or you can join with Christine or my friend Rhonda Wade. There are like tons of demonstrators that are top demonstrators in the US. So you can totally reach out and get your products in your own country. We can only sell to Canadians here. Is there ability to buy a card kit from you for this suite? If you live in Canada, Nina. Yeah, if you live in Canada, you can get my card collection here, my card kits in the mail for free with a minimum $60 order using my host code. And after you place your order, I do request that you send me an email and say, hey, Rose, I would like your card kits. I just placed an order. You know, the code was on the screen here. I can tell you what it is. It's HRX2JA7E. That is my code for this week only. And this offer ends midnight on Sunday. So on Monday, I'll be starting a new product bundle and we'll focus on those cards next week. So that's how I run my weekly card kit program in the mail. It's free with a minimum $60 order. And of course, it's Celebration right now, so you're going to get something free from Stampin' Up! For Celebration, and you're going to get my 5 card kits for free. So it's a win-win for everyone, right? All right, take care, everyone. If you have questions about anything, please reach out. I'm happy to answer your questions or try to. And I wish you a great weekend. Happy stamping, and I'll see you on Monday morning at 9 a.m. for my next card video. Take care. Bye-bye.